Well, happy hump day, everybody. Here we are. It is Wednesday, March 8th. Man, I'll tell you, time is flying. Well, tonight, it's seafood night because, of course, our little man is, little man, my 23-year-old son is, it's his late night over at Simply Fresh, so we're having our seafood. So tonight, we are going to be having a creamy Tuscan shrimp dish over some pasta. And along with that, I made some cheesy garlic swirls. So I'm just going to show you that. I'll give you the recipe. It was one of the ones that came from Tastefully Simple, and it uses their new pizzeria spice mix. So let me turn this camera around and you can see. Well, can't turn it around. So I'll just do this. And there they are. So we're going to have some garlic knot type things going on. And now you're not going to see me too much because this is we're going to be working on the stove. So I'm going to click this in and we're going to get started on dinner. So here we go. You can see my Cuisinart, my favorite fry pan. So what I have here is 2 tablespoons of butter. And we are going to melt that over some medium-high heat. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I don't want to scorch my butter. So we're going to melt that. And once that's melted, I'm going to add to that 1 teaspoon of flour. Now, everybody should know that flour is raw when you take it out of the bag. So it does need to be cooked. So here we have our teaspoon of flour. And we're going to zhuzh that around. Make sure that it gets incorporated real well. About a minute. You know, we want our butter to get kind of golden, which it is. And looking at that, we're looking pretty, looking good. Okay. So, next up, we are going to add 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that have been minced. We're going to do that just till they get fragrant, and that is about 30 seconds. Again, you want to be really careful not to burn them. So they're nice and brown. So now we're going to add our heavy cream. Okay, that's gonna take everything down just a notch. We've added our heavy cream. We're going to, that was a cup, and to that we are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice, brighten everything up. And this is gonna start, you're gonna feel it thickening as you're cooking here. And we are also going to add a, let me see here, 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And this is a very healthy 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes that I julienned. So this gives it a really nice color and a really nice flavor. We're going to throw that in there. And we're just going to simmer this for like 2 minutes. So while that's going on, because this won't take very long, I am going to put my garlic knots in the oven so that can cook up. That's 15 minutes for those. So and you can see that, oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Okay, and I guess while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw some pasta into the pot. Don't kill me, I know. I just had to use a smaller pot, so in order to get it in there, I had to break them in half. Don't normally do that, but anyway, okay, so that's simmering nicely. You just have a real light simmer going on. You know, when you're boiling stuff on the stove and you want to make sure it doesn't boil over, you just take a wooden spoon and put it over top. Your pot will not boil over. All right, that looks good. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to add our shrimp. That is 1 pound of peeled, deveined raw shrimp. We're going to put that right in here, and we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. We want to be careful not to overcook the shrimp, because if you overcook the shrimp, it's tough. And that's just not fun. Got all this stuff, pile that up. So after we get done cooking this for, you know, like I say, 5 minutes, we are going to add all of this spinach. Now, yes, this looks like a ton of spinach, but you know what happens to spinach when you cook it? It just melts down to next to nothing. So that's why it's basically a whole bag. Now, when you have all this done and you go to serve it, my favorite thing to do is to grate some fresh Parmesan over top. It's delicious that way. So, if you were here, you would see that my shrimp are starting to turn pink. And that's what we want. That's how we know that they're cooked, when they get pink. So, I'm going to quit zhuzhing it around here. Let it cook a little bit. But like I say, once we get this all cooked up, you know, the shrimp is all cooked, we're going to add the spinach. I know not how, and I'm going to put in some dried basil because I didn't have any fresh basil, so I can substitute in some dried. But come summertime, I will have basil out in my yard, and I just go out and clip some, and fresh basil. I really don't think there's much of anything that's better than fresh basil. So, I don't know, how has everybody's day been? It was really chilly. Was it windy where you are? Because, boy, for the longest time, the wind was howling around here. And we're almost getting to the point where March Madness is going to start. I don't know how many people watching this happen to be basketball fans. I love college basketball. It was something that my mom and I used to watch together all the time. So I'm really going to be missing her this basketball season, because my bracket buddy is gone. But I'm sure she'll be up there in heaven rooting away. She used to go, she and my dad would go to see my sister Michelle play in the pep band when Michelle was going to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte to see the Sun Devils play, or not the Sun Devils, the 49ers play. So, they had a real good time doing that. Okay, we're looking good. The shrimp's cooked up, so here comes the spinach. I usually kind of put some in and, woo, man down. I know. It's like, you're going to put that other half of that bowl in there? Yes, sir and ma'am. I am indeed. Because it will cook down to next to nothing. You can already see it starting to wilt up. I'm going to throw the basil on there too. Well, I love sitting here. I'm listening to my spaghetti just boiling away. You can already see how that's starting to reduce. So I'm going to throw in another handful. And we're going to keep doing this. So that's what's for dinner tonight at Kahn household. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous dinner tonight too. And I think that's it. I'll send you a picture of the finished product and throw the recipe on the Facebook page. So until tomorrow, I'll see you later. Thanks so much for joining, and I hope I see you tomorrow. Bye.